Hey, how's it going? This is your daily sweet talk for July 28th, 2026. How do astronauts tie their shoes with astronauts? That's not, I don't like that one because the pun on the punchline with the pun is like in the setup. You gotta like paraphrase at least. So, how do cosmonauts, like, no, that doesn't work either. Listen, I was wondering, why is arson considered a separate law from, like destruction of property? That's a law, right? So I did a quick Google search, and by quick Google search, I really do mean a quick Google search. I didn't look at the AI overview or whatever, but I was like, oh, there's a Quora post about it or whatever. So I did. I looked at that just enough to get the juices flowing about what I'm thinking here. I guess what I'm thinking is, um, it seems to be silly and antiquated and left over, as a lot of things are. Sort of in the same way, it's like a grand scale version of like how there's some states where it's like, oh, it's illegal to eat mayonnaise after 10 p.m. sort of thing. There's no way that would be. What's one that's more realistic? It's illegal for a horse to wear shoes after on Tuesdays. That's one that would probably exist. Goodness. Um, because apparently it's left over from, I guess, one of the core laws of like if you start a fire intentionally, you're that's arson and you will be sentenced to death. Is what a core answer said. I don't know. Don't source me or that. Don't quote me. And if that's true, why am I coughing? And if that's true, I'm inhaling smoke. If that's true, um, we probably shouldn't be basing laws on this stuff should be updated, right? We shouldn't be basing laws on the ones on when they were created back when like the death penalty was the punishment. It seems like it maybe still is the punishment in some places. Is that right? Or was deemed unconstitutional? I think, which is good. Um, but some states still have it, something like that. I don't know. I don't really know exactly what the law is there. But we're talking about arson though. And I did see someone say it's good to have its own classification because fire is so much more destructive. Um, but then it would just be the level of effects, right? It's like I imagine destruction of property. I don't know much about the law, granted, but um, I would imagine destruction of property has levels to it, right? Like, obviously, hitting someone's car door and chipping the paint is different than taking a sledgehammer to someone's like Academy Award or something, right? Or melting that down for scrap metal or something. That's a very different destruction of property. Sentimental value probably factors into it, right? I would think so. It can't just be, uh, you know, monetary value. Sentimental value has to factor into it, and by that extension, if it can be like, oh, the fire did this much damage, therefore it's this illegal or whatever, then you don't need like, yeah, obviously fire can kill people, but so can like a Wile E. Coyote style accident. If I set a boulder rolling down the hill and it crushes someone, that's, if it crushed something else, it would be destruction of property. But if it crushed a person, it's murder. So if you set a fire and it destroys a building, that's destruction of property. But if you set a fire and it kills someone, that's murder, or whatever degree murder. I don't know. It's weird. The degrees of murder and degrees of burns, they're different, right? Yeah. Tell me why I'm wrong. Why am I wrong? I don't know. It seems like this is an antiquated thing that's left over, is what the answer is.